The Gen Z side of social media, especially Twitter, has always been a hellhole. Clearly, people are either completely blinded by their own viewpoints or downright pandering for attention, and from this sort of content comes commentary channels by the hundreds to farm views out of it. But what's incredibly ironic is that despite their complaints about the platform that is Twitter being filled with, well, people completely blinded by their own viewpoints or by attention, it's the same exact Twitter commentary channels that keep the toxic side of the bluebird alive by drawing attention and users to it. Now, to be fair, I totally understand where they're coming from because it is pretty entertaining to watch people shit on people who are obviously making fools of themselves. But think about it for a second and realize that people only act like dumbasses because they want attention, and boy, do they get it when I get recommended the same topic amongst 3 completely different channels. So these Twitter commentary videos are only feeding into the goal of people who act quirky unironically. And in the case in which people are actually just dumb as fuck and just believe in whatever pseudo-activism they're partaking in, which comprises an alarming majority of Twitter users, making videos in which you simply berate them for being stupid doesn't at all solve a problem. If anything, it simply validates their message in their own minds, because the more opposition one faces, the more inspired one will feel to do something. In the case of flat earth conspiracists or anti-vaxxers, I doubt that flat earth conspiracists or anti-vaxxers would be nearly as bad as a problem today if humanity had just learned to ignore people who obviously crave attention a decade ago. I mean, it's too late now. They've already made a self-sufficient community of completely brain-dead zombies jerking each other off. That's not to say that I haven't watched and enjoyed my fair share of channels that feature trending topics, but after the 100th video you begin to question why you should care that some overly idolized guy is flawed or that some idiots are freaking out online. If one watches this sort of content purely for entertainment, I can understand that, but with the exception of a few channels, Twitter commentary channels cover either relatively boring trends or have really slow-paced, non-unique commentary. Because Gen Z culture has made knowledge of trending topics seem productive by rewarding cultural references in common interactions, we're effectively taught to focus on these trivial matters that are, in all practical sense, extremely insignificant to our own function, ironically feeding attention back to the people who are typically the center of this criticism.